Welcome to the Jointery podcast, a podcast where we study the lives of study the lives of two dads trying to find the balance between the families, hobbies and work. This week on the Jointery, we discover...
I got bored on my own podcast and turned it off.
Let's search for the meaning of life as it had never been witnessed before. The Jointery podcast.
What else do I need besides D's nuts, Ben?
These nuts.
Dude, it's been a nut-filled week for me. Huh?
Bro. How many nuts how many people are hitting you up for these truck nuts? These
dude.
drill nuts.
Drill nuts? Dude, people keep hit me up like, take my money. And I'm like, I'm not selling these. Like, for like a lot of reasons I'm not selling them. But one, like, I can't even 3D print them where they look nice on both sides. Like, one side looks great, but the other side looks like crap.
Oh.
So, but
Debbie was like, dude, those things are fucking hilarious. Where did Luke find those things? And I'm like, from his brain. They came from his brain. That's where he...
Yeah, you need me to focus on an important task for a limited amount of time? Fucking forget it. You need me to... You think I'll just show up with truck nuts for my drill one day? Absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
dude, but you know who's regretting it the most, though, is Jackie, my wife.
Are there nuts everywhere around the house or what?
Oh, dude, like, once the kids figured out what truck nuts were, they were like... No one thinks it's funnier than Ellie, right? Ellie, anybody visits our house, Ellie's like, did you get their car? Did you get the nuts on the car? Dude, she was bugging the crap out of me when we were at Alma's house. You get the nuts on Alma's car? Did you get them on her car? I'm like, chill out. Like, you got to learn how to be discreet about these things. Like, come on. Like, of course I'm going to get her car. You don't need to remind me.
How long did it take your mom to find them?
Oh, dude, as soon as she got home, she looks at everything I post anywhere. Like, she'll listen to the podcast, and then she wants to go to YouTube and rewatch it on YouTube,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
She's my biggest fan, you know? And, and so she found out when she got home, because she was like, she got home, and then she started looking at it, she's like, damn you!
Dude, your mom's been busting my balls over fucking over the show this whole week, man. She's been all over me, and she's like, why aren't there all the episodes up on YouTube yet? I'm like, look, dude, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best over here. So, you know, and she's all over me. It's great.
Well, dude, you know what's funny with her is that I told her what she was telling me she was doing online, and I'm like, you're trolling people, you know that, right? Yeah. And she's like, no, what's trolling? And I explained it to her, and she was like, "Oh, this is a thing." She's like, "I'm ahead of my time," and like I was like, "No." I was like, "Actually, yeah, you're right, Mom. Go for it. Like, you got it right. This is what trendy influencers do: is they troll people, which I can't hate on her for because I troll everyone online. So
yeah, but you're doing it in a different way. You're not trying to be an asshole. Or in a sense.
Whoa, you call my mom an asshole?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're not like a typical troll. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not trying to be. No. Look, it's because I know how to be funny without being an asshole.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Whereas most trolls just are assholes and don't know how to be funny.
And then she messaged me and she's like, "I entered you in a contest. I think I'm trolling people by entering your name." I was like, "Oh,
so close."
Dude,
hey, but,
she's funny
for a woman of her age, which she would probably kill me if I said it out loud. Just look, she's having fun and it's entertaining for her. So I'm like, fucking go for it. Who cares?
Oh,
you know?
I love it, man. It's great. It's so funny, man. I'm just glad she's entertained by us. You know what I mean? My parents would not be listening to this podcast.
Yeah. And my parents, I got to keep telling them to shut up about it around other people. I'm like, come on, I'm talking about these people on my podcast. You can't tell them to go listen to my fucking podcast. No. Anyways, this truck nuts thing is hilarious. So what happened is I printed them, and before I put them on anyone's car or anything, I explained to them what the kids were. And the kids thought it was hilarious. So for like 3 days, we played this game where we were hiding nuts in our each other's stuff. So like I put some nuts under Ellie's pillow, and then I went to bed and I found them like underneath the sheets, and then like I put them under Bub's pillow, and the Bubs is like, "Your nuts are under my pillow." I'm like, calm down, bro. I explained to you this yesterday. This is a game we're playing. So it was hide the nuts, and Jackie's just like, why? And I'm like, I told her, I'm like, technically, this is your fault. I know you don't want to hear it. And she's like, don't even, don't. I was like, okay, but I know how you hate when I'm right. She's like, just don't. Heaven forbid I'm right.
Has it? You got to hang out with another maker this week, which was pretty awesome.
Wait, hold on.
What happened?
Earpod. Like,
He's now climbing under his desk to grab his earpod.
My ear started to itch, and I itched my ear, and I dropped it underneath my desk. Let's see if it works again.
There
we go. Okay,
you good?
Yeah, it's
fine. You good? You good?
I think so. Who knows? I don't care.
No, I was going to say you got to hang out with another maker this week. You got to see Mr. David from Rustic Joy, and hang out with him, one of our patrons. And how fun was that, man? I'd love to hang out with David.
Oh, dude, it was great. But he freaked out the contractor. We're doing the work on the house, Yeah. And he freaked out the contractor. So like, he's a big dude. He's like 6'5",
Oh, geez. And I didn't realize he was that tall.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Or like he's well over 6 feet.
Yeah.
And so he got to the house and he sees the contractor, and the contractor's carrying stuff in. And he goes to the contractor. He's like, hey, let me carry some of that stuff in the house, and I'll go in there with you. And he's like, who the fuck are you? He's like, no, I know these people. He's like, it'd be funny. And he's like, fuck you. Like, which is, but honestly, is the only thing my contractor has done that hasn't pissed me off. So
yeah.
So that was great. So yeah. So he came over, and then dude, I was so excited to see him, and I did get him with the truck nuts.
Yes, that was one of the other reasons I brought it up. That was one of the other reasons. Yeah.
He saw the story I did on it. I think a few hours into his ride, so he stopped and he saw him when he got gas. He's like, God damn it.
That's hilarious.
But no, so I brought him over to. He got here and he was like, I got like 2 hours and then I gotta go. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I took him to this place called Johnny's Beef in Elmwood Park.
Yeah,
because they have Italian beef sandwiches. But like a dumbass, right? I ordered it wrong. So I got up there and I said Italian beef combo, right? It's confusing because like a beef with French fries and a drink is a combo, right?
Yes.
But also a combo is a beef with sausage in it. So normally it's just the Italian beef is what I wanted to order him. But I ordered a combo, so it came with no French fries, but it came with the sausage in there. And I was like, yeah, dang it. I'm like, I'm sorry. And he's like, you're apologizing for Italian sausage? And I'm like, I guess I am. I'm like, that doesn't, it's not what I intended to get you. And he was like, it's fine.
Johnny's beef over Portillo's?
They're both their beef sandwiches are just as good, and Johnny's is just a lot closer.
Oh,
and I figured
okay, got you.
And even though he's in Kansas, I know you could get Portillo's other places where there's only 2 Johnny's beefs. So,
got you. That makes sense.
And in Chicago, like there's like 2 premier hot dog stands that I know of, and I would have taken him to one of those, but again, he only gave me like 2 hours. So
yeah.
And then I went out to a lunch today with another influencer, not a maker influencer, actually a lifestyle influencer. My friend Jen White. She's on TikTok, right?
Okay,
and she's on Insta too, but she's on TikTok. She's got like almost 80,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh wow,
like, she's getting paid for stuff, dude. She's doing really well. So I had lunch with her today, and we went to this awesome barbecue joint here called Green Street Meats. And unfortunately, they're out of burnt ends. But I got the pastrami sandwich, which is not a step backwards, with a hot link. You know what hot link is?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Come on.
Yeah, with a hot link and potato salad and a broccoli slaw salad. And, like, I posted it to the jointery group. And he had the balls to tell me. Yeah, he had the balls to tell me. He's like, why did you take me there? I'm like, motherfucker, you gave me 2 hours. Like, what could I do in 2 hours? You got, like, beef. Beef was the best option within, like, 2 miles of my house.
Yeah, 2 hours, though. I mean, it's not like he gave you, 20 minutes. 2 hours. You can't get to one of these other restaurants in 2 hours? In 20 minutes? 30 minutes?
I didn't want to. I didn't want to chance it, man. Because, like,
yeah, no, I hear you.
Plus, like, I was also trying to be thoughtful and, like, not take up the summer that was, like, too gross and greasy, because I'm like, dude, he might have to stop and take a deuce in some kind of shady ass spot. And I'm like, which would be hilarious for me, but, like, I just didn't want to put him through that.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
He's just too nice of a guy to screw with on that level. So,
oh man, that's awesome, dude. I'm jealous that you got to hang out with him. It sounds like you, even though it wasn't up to his standards of food, after he saw your lunch today, I'm still glad you guys went out to get some food and hung out and stuff. And you got truck nuts on his truck. Dude, it sounds like overall a great day.
Dude, this is my thing. Like, I'm gonna print I have 3 sets of truck nuts on my desk right now, and I'm gonna print off probably another 20 more, and I'm just gonna keep them on my desk. And, like, anytime I know I'm gonna run into any makers, I'm just gonna grab, like, a handful of truck nuts and zip ties and just, like, zip tie them to all their cars when I see them. So, but the problem is I can't post about it, right?
No, you can't talk about it. And I know what your master plan is, and I'm not going to talk about it on here because I don't want anybody else to know about it. But dude,
I'm getting everybody.
You're getting everybody.
No one is safe. If you meet me, there's a 50-50 chance I'm going to put truck nuts on your car or on your person. Because, like, the funny thing is you zip tie it on there, and unless somebody has a knife on them, they're not getting it off immediately.
Yeah. You got to sneak up behind people and try and get it on their belt loops, dude, like with the zip ties.
I think I could be that slick. Plus, I could always bring a kid with me to distract. Dude, I set Bubs loose, man. It's hard to focus on anything when he's around. So,
yeah, I know, dude. Yesterday, can we talk about the fact that I not only accepted the 3 hot dog challenge, but I also crushed it. Dude, I crushed it.
Are you going to thank me for not photoshopping that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, I appreciate you not being that guy. I immediately regretted sending that picture. As soon as I sent it, I was like, what the hell are you doing?
Well, like, for any of our Patreons know, because we share those photos all the time.
Yeah.
Remember when you sent the picture you riding a bicycle, man? Immediately I changed it to you riding a sausage.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
That was art, bro.
For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, yesterday Luke posted a video in our Patreon chat of his son taking down 3 hot dogs in one piece of bread. It was, like, wrapped up in a piece of bread, and he was going for it.
Dude, so I live by, one of the things I live by is my don't discourage, encourage policy, right?
Yeah.
Where I generally like to encourage people into doing stupid shit, I know this comes as a surprise. Because, like, I'm like, this is probably a bad idea, is what somebody would normally say. I'm like, I think this fucking idea is fantastic. So, like, when he's like, yo, Dad, this is not how Bubs talks, obviously, but he's like, Dad, he's like, I'm like, how many hot dogs do you want, Bubs? A single or a double dog? Because I've never heard of a triple dog before, but he was like, 3. I'm like, in 2 buns or 1? He's like, 1 bun, Dad. 3 hot dogs, 1 bun. I'm like, your mouth isn't that big, bro. And he's like, and ketchup. I'm like, okay. Like, I've given up on the whole no ketchup on hot dogs thing for the kids.
I can see that.
I mean, it's a losing battle, right?
They're kids. They eat ketchup on anything and everything. That's just kids, how kids are.
Yeah. So he took down that triple, and I was impressed. You got all three in your mouth at once.
Bro, I went triple with bun, with mustard on top, and I got them all in. Yeah, I was impressed with myself. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it, but yeah. Dude,
how was it stuffing that many wieners in your mouth at one time?
It was interesting. It was interesting. Being that it was my first time, I feel like I handled it like a champ. No gag reflex. No gag reflex here.
God, you're a specimen. Animal, bro.
Oh God, I took that picture.
Me, I don't want to. Yeah, you took the picture, man, and you had like the hot dog in front of your mouth, and it was like wieners everywhere, dude. It's like that. You know, it's similar to that. You ever seen that picture of the dude who's got like his mouth completely stuffed filled with cigarettes?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
is that but wieners?
It was like Olivia Munn. Have you seen the Olivia Munn hot dog meme?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh jeez.
And yeah, oh, God, no, it was good though. I took it down. It was I'm a hot dog fan, and I would have made. I think I made Lindsay proud. Lindsay from Woodbrain. She eats like a hot dog a day for lunch. That's what she.
Really?
Well, maybe not every day, but she makes a lot of hot dogs. So I almost sent her the picture too, just for fun.
You should.
I think I should actually.
What kind of hot dogs were they?
Ballpark, beef ballpark bun size. You know what I mean? What? Why are you giving? You're not a fan of the ballparks or what?
It's an inferior hot dog, bro.
Well, okay. Give me the best. Don't see. Maybe this is the topic. Best hot dog brand out there. What
Vienna beef. It's Vienna beef.
Is
it the Chicago style hot dog?
The snap dogs. Yeah. Snap dogs.
That's, you could get them. You could get them at Portillo's. I think.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, you do. That's what they sell there. They're Vienna dogs, but they're normal hot dogs are the snap dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, and if those are not available, I'm looking for Hebrew National.
Okay, yeah. I mean, those are both solid brands. I grew up eating Farmer John hot dogs because that's what my dad.
The hell is that?
Well, that's a local brand out here. I think that's a West Coast thing because I do Farmer John's sausage as well. But it just sounds like you trust Farmer John. You know what I mean? Farmer John, you trust that guy.
Is he like Bob Evans, but for the West Coast Bob Evans? Or something?
I guess so. Yeah. We also had Cal Worthington and his dog Spot. Do you remember? Oh, that was a total regional thing. You would know you'd know that. But he used to wear this guy Cal Worthington, and he'd wear a cowboy hat, and he. Anybody from California is going to know what I'm talking about, and they're going to think this is hilarious. But anyways, hot
totally
dogs.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious it's a regional comedy thing, dude. You wouldn't know.
Dude, Dave Miller just drove his truck off the road. I'm just telling you.
Laughing his ass off. Yeah. Cal Worthington and his dog Spot. Go see Cow. Go see Cow. What? Go see Cow. Getting back to hot dogs real quick.
Yes.
So Hebrew Nationals are and Vienna sausage. We have, like I said, Ballpark, Farmer John's. What other kind of hot dogs are there?
I
was just trying to think of. Nathan's. That's a good one. Yeah. Nathan's hot dogs.
It's pretty good. Good. Somebody from New York is probably shooting themselves in the face right now, hearing us put it that low on the ranker. But yeah.
No. Yeah. I don't know. I just.
Nathan's. Let's see, Oscar Mayer, which sucks. Ballpark,
Oscar Mayer,
which also sucks. Sorry, Ben. I know you.
Have you ever made your own hot dogs or sausage?
Sausage a ton of times. Hot dogs once. Either way, that's the thing. Is that I don't make Italian sausage. Right? Because in Chicago, there's just too many places where you could go buy fresh, delicious Italian sausage. It's way too easy.
Yeah.
And so I tried making hot dogs once with a buddy of mine, and it was okay. They were fine, but like Vienna beef hot dogs were still better. So I'm like, I could go buy a pack of hot dogs for like $4. I'm like, but or I can make my own for like 30. So that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I've made those.
I've never made my own sausage, but the reason I brought up sausage is because the other day, yesterday, I picked up a big piece of andouille sausage from the butcher.
Yeah.
And I took it home, and normally I would cook it in like a frying pan or, something like that and cook it that way. This time I cut it up into, maybe like 2-inch, 3-inch pieces, and I threw it in the air fryer, and I added maybe like half a cup of water in the bottom of the air fryer, or maybe a little less. And I cooked them in there for like maybe about 10 minutes, to the point where it was burned. Like the outer skin was almost, but I did it intentionally. It was like almost like crispy on the outside. And then you took it and you bit into it, and it was still soft and juicy on the inside. Oh my God, bro. These things were so damn good, man. And that andouille sausage, it's spicy and it's hot, and it's just, goddamn, dude.
It makes me want gumbo or jambalaya.
Yeah.
You eat that stuff?
I have, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't eat it often, but I have had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do love some good. New Orleans is a great food town, man.
Yeah,
gumbo, jambalaya, like all that stuff is just delicious.
Yeah.
Torch from Torch.
Yeah. Torch makes things. Yeah.
He looks like he knows how to make the right kind of like when it comes to barbecue, and how I talk about barbecue is how he talks about anything New Orleans style cooking. It's like, this is the right way to make gumbo. This is the right way to make jambalaya. Here is how you make crawfish. I'm like, dude, any of that stuff, I would not screw around with him. He knows the shit.
Yeah.
So,
man, I wish I was more of like a foodie. Like, I wish I was more of a foodie in the sense that, like,
you could start now, Ben.
I know, but there's certain things I just don't enjoy. You know what I mean? Like certain that I've had in my adult life I wish I wasn't one of those people. I wish I was one of those people who could just eat anything. Because
you're an olive guy.
I am. No, but it's just interesting. Like I watch all these people eating all these amazing foods, and dude, you know how much crap I got this week from people in ramen. Dude, so many people.
You deserved every bit of it.
Fucking so many people were hitting me up, dude. Writers even hitting me up. He's like, bro, I moved out of Arkansas. I moved to Arkansas, and I could have taken you to have the best ramen in the world. If I would have known you'd never had ramen, 3 months ago. Yeah. So, and then a bunch of other people come on. He said he almost stopped listening to the podcast after he got to that part when I said I hadn't had ramen. He's like,
dude. And see, I look at you as a culinary blank slate because you have all the enthusiasm of loving to eat, but none of the correct experiences to find to find some things that like are not too weird but are definitely delicious.
Yeah, no, I know, and I hope to expand my horizons over the next year of eating different things. I'm trying different things. I'm branching out, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
go ahead.
There's a lot of stuff you got to try, bro. It's I think that like even like getting into more seafood stuff. Like I know you're kind of like, I don't love seafood, but dude, there's a lot of stuff in there that like you could get into that is not too weird. Like, do you like fried calamari?
Never really tried it, to be honest with you. Because it kind of I've never tried it. I don't know. Octopus just sounded kind of gross to me. So
it's squid.
Whatever, squid.
Yeah,
same.
Dude, you know the little spider parts that look like spiders, right?
Yeah, the tentacles. Yes.
But when a plate of calamari hits the table, Bubs looks at it and goes, "Come here, baby octopus," and he picks it up and just houses him. I'm going to eat you, baby octopus.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the shit I'm talking about. Like, I wish you were my parents as a kid. As far as like the way you guys eat, you know what I mean? Like my parents were so like not foodies at all. You know what I mean? And like I blame a lot of my culinary tastes and stuff on the way I grew up. You know what I mean? Like, I understand
I get that.
I'm an adult and I could, branch out and I could, all that. But, when you grow up eating a certain way, you kind of get stuck in that way. You know what I mean? As opposed to growing up in a household where there's baby squids on the table. You know what I mean? Like fried baby squid on the table.
There wasn't that in my house growing up. It was a lot of that I learned to like after college,
Yeah.
Like, my parents didn't have calamari at home. You kidding me? Like, my mom made spaghetti with ketchup and margarine and told me it was Jewish pasta sauce. Like,
yeah. Maybe I'm just giving too much credit to not growing up that way. I don't know, but
I don't know. But did I tell you Ellie told us she wanted a pig
to raise until slaughter or what?
Dude, she was like, I want a pig. And I'm like, why do you want a pig? And she goes, Dad, do you know how much bacon we would have if we had a pig? And I'm like I never as a kid thought of having a pet to eat, right? Like, that was never something I thought of. And she's like, think of all the bacon. I'm like, we could just go buy all the bacon. We don't have to have a pig in our house for like 3 years or however long it takes to grow a pig. I'm like, we could just go buy it.
Well, that speaks to a little weird. Like, it's a little weird. She wants to raise it just to slaughter it. Like, I don't know.
Dude, they talk about that all the time. Like I saw them look at I thought, kind of scoring. Like, one time I was with the kids and Bub saw this chicken, right? And he looked at the chicken. He goes, "You look delicious." I'm like, "Chill out, bro." Like,
maybe it's just your kids. Maybe your kids are just wired that way because that's how you think. Animals equal food. So to them, it's just animals equal food.
Well, it's crazy because it took me a long time to get this weird, and like, they're starting out weird, and I'm like, man, like,
wow.
Like, Bubs is on a whole new level. Like I took Dave and Bubs to get the sandwiches when he was here, and like, Bubs was giving Dave shit half the time, and I was just like, get him, Bubs, get him.
I love it. And Dave's the perfect guy for that too, because he's all game for that, man. I love that so much.
I was gonna say, he told me though when he was with me, he's like, my son said to tell your daughter he says hello, and I was like, I know you're an Army vet, but I will whoop the shit out of you. You're not in Army shape, bro. You've never seen short, fat rage before, have you?
When this gets moving, it's like the Tasmanian devil, baby.
Dude, I'm like the Juggernaut, man. Once I get momentum, you can't stop me. And I'll get you down to the ground, and then we're the same height, motherfucker. Let's go. He'd probably kill me, to be honest with you. But my intentions would be there.
With one hand.
Yeah, he's a trained slap. You're dead.
He's a trained killer. He's one of those guys.
Like I'm sitting there talking this shit, and he's sitting in his car right now, going, "You should care, motherfucker, because I'll kill you." I'm like, got it.
Yeah. Oh. Dude, I want to talk about, we've been talking about food, and I wasn't intentionally trying to make the whole podcast about food, but I still have a couple other food things I did want to talk to you about. But
nice. Let's go, dude. This could be the one where we talk about all the foods.
All right, cool.
Fine. It's not like we have an agenda or some shit. Hey, what's on your workbench, Ben? You want to get to that?
What's on your bench?
It's like you're going to start talking about woodworking, and I'm just going to unplug my computer.
He's just going to walk away.
Where the fuck did he go? Like, I got bored on my own podcast and turned it off. What other food stuff you got for me? What
okay, when's the last time, and do you have your own recipe of chili? When's the last time you made it, and do you have your own recipe that you make yourself?
No, I don't have my own recipe. Only because I think I found the perfect recipe.
Okay.
And it's by this dude whose account is called The Food in My Beard or something like that.
Great account.
And his recipe is called Everything I Love About Chili. and it's just a really well balanced chili recipe. And I'm like, good enough. It's definitely takes like a whole day to make, but it's definitely and like I did twists like he has short rib.
What style chili is it? Is it beans? No beans? Which kind of beans?
It's got beans in it, and it's got short rib and another kind of beef. And like what I did though is that for the recipe, like you brown the short rib, right, and then you bake it, and then you put it back in there. But so instead of baking it, I smoked it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, get a little smoke in there. But his recipe, like either I'll go with his or I'll go with my buddy Chris. He loves chili and he loves making chili, and he has been working on his recipe for like 20 years. So usually I'm like, bro, just shoot me the updated version of your recipe so I can just make that.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm a little surprised you don't have your own chili recipe, just because that seems like right up your alley. But I get it.
The reason I don't is because you got to make 50,000 kinds of chili before you can really get your own recipe to the point where it I've made lots of good chilies before, but it's usually me tweaking somebody else's recipe.
Got it. Yeah. No, I understand. Yes. Yeah, I don't have a chili recipe myself. We just have used the same, like we either buy chili from someplace that's made chili, or we'll use a recipe that Debbie has that she got from, I don't know, her mom or aunt or somebody, and it's good chili. It's good. It's not. It's you
got to look up this dude's recipe though, man. It is a delicious chili.
Oh no, I definitely want to, because I'm a big chili fan. Dude. I love chili.
But you're gonna need to go to a spice shop. I'm warning you now.
You might need to go to a
spice shop. Yeah, you ever been to a spice shop before?
No, it's never been to a spice shop.
It's like a weed shop, but they sell cooking spices.
What? Just spices?
Dude, a spice shop. Just spices. You didn't know about spice shops?
Nah, I've never been to a spice shop.
Dude, so there's a chain of them that I know called the Spice House. Right.
Oh, okay.
And then, but there's probably a couple local spice guys to you. And dude, let me tell you, like, you go in there and like they'll have their own mixes of spices, and they'll be like, "Here's my version of steak spices, and here's my chicken spices." And a lot of times those spices are ridiculous. I got a guy here that I go to called Epic Spice, and yeah, it's like
the less popular Spice Girl, Epic Spice.
Yeah. Was it like the 9th Spice Girl that never really made the main roster?
Yeah, the 6th Spice Girl who never made the roster. Epic Spice.
Yeah, she's married to that NSYNC dude that you don't remember.
Joey Fatone.
No, it's the 4th guy that was only in like season 1 of NSYNC.
Yeah. Season.
Or no. She used to date Chet Hanks.
Fucking Chet Hanks, dude. Oh God.
Yeah, but
anyways, Epic Spice. Yeah.
So you got to find a spice shop, because like my guy, he makes like the most epic garlic pepper. Like he makes his own garlic pepper, and it is insane. And like, just regular spices, they're just fresher and have more flavor than like stuff that's been sitting in a plastic jar for 6 months that's at your grocery store. So
yeah, I can imagine that. I didn't know they had their own stores. That's fucking crazy. I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna find one.
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. Spice shop, Riverside, California. Okay, hold on. Spice shop, Riverside, California.
I'm sure there's got to be something around here.
Dude, there's no way there's not a one. New India sweets and spices. There's probably more. Oh, dude, there's like 20 of them by you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Jazzy's, Privileged Spices, India Spices, Bombay Spices. I wouldn't go to the Indian ones because they're going to have more specific to Indian food.
Yeah.
But like, if you could find a spice shop near you, dude, it's like all of a sudden it's like when you find a good butcher, right? You just stop buying meat from the grocery store. So
yeah, no, that makes sense. Unless your butcher at the grocery store is fucking amazing. I mean, like we have Stater Brothers. You guys probably don't have Stater Brothers out there,
dude. He could be fucking Picasso at the goddamn grocery store, but in reality, he's still getting the meat that they send him. You know, dude.
No, I get that. I'm just saying,
a butcher here, man. I swear to God, he knew the name of the farmer that he got the cow from, and he knew the name of the cow.
Okay, well, that's a little closer.
He's like, I met this cow 3 years ago, and it looked delicious then, and try it now. I'm like, cool, bro.
It's so funny. No,
the Willy Wonka of meat.
Oh yeah, but chili, dude. Debbie and I made chili the other night, and it was really good. We also made cornbread, which we buy just the Jiffy cornbread that you can get at the store, which that's what I grew up eating. So I don't really know any different. I'm sure there's better cornbread out there. But I'll tell you what, man, is there anything better than chili and cornbread? Like, how else do you eat your chili? Is there other ways that you prefer to eat your chili? Keep talking, by the way. Keep talking. I gotta grab my power cord. So go ahead.
Your computer's about to die, and our podcast is about to shut down again. God damn you, Ben. He's Anyways, while he's going, yes, the chili and cornbread is especially if the chili's a little bit spicy, fucking awesome. So there was this place here, called like Fleischmann's, fish market or something like that. And this place had the most amazing jambalaya, but the way they served it was they would take this like 4-inch by 4-inch by 4-inch chunk of perfect cornbread, right?
Yes.
Put it in the middle of the plate and then pour the jambalaya all around it, right?
Yeah.
And so like as you ate the jambalaya, you would take bits off this cornbread that was like a cornbread island in the middle of it,
Okay. That's how I make my cornbread, and that's how I do my cornbread and chili. Although I pour a little bit on top, but I cut a big square of cornbread, put it in the middle of the bowl, and then I fill it up with chili around it, and then a little on top. So that way I bite. That's exactly how I do it, man. That's kind of why I brought it up. I was thinking, it is the pro move. It's the way to eat the chili, in my opinion, man.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So,
do you also are you a fan of a chili boat?
What is that?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Chili with Fritos and cheese.
Wait, you're talking about a walking taco?
A walking taco? That's what they call them in Chicago,
dude. It's like you take a bag of Fritos, right?
Yeah.
And then you put a scoop of chili in there, and you put some cheese in there and some hot sauce, and you shake it up, and then you eat the chili out of the bag.
Yeah, it's called a chili.
It's called a walking taco.
Okay, well, the same thing, different name. Yeah. It's regional, I guess. That is my second favorite way to eat chili by far.
Yeah, there's a taco joint in Chicago here that serves walking tacos too.
That is hilarious. They're called walking tacos. That is too funny.
Yeah, that's delicious, bro. I will pound down one of those, man. I like to crunch it up a little bit, so that way the Fritos get a little busted and really get it good.
Yeah. The tailgate parties at the USC tailgate parties that they used to have out in front of the stadium for the alumni and the people when we do we'd do the radio shows out in front, and then we'd get to go hang out in the tailgate parties, and they would always have chili boats, man, and they had a whole section of just for that, and they had like bags of Fritos like stacked up in a pyramid, and fucking it was like classy Frito boats or walking tacos. That's by far my second favorite
dude.
way.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it is almost football season, so chili is on the menu.
Dude, so excited for football season. I haven't made
chili in probably I'm overdue. But also, one of the things I also like making, which is a good alternative to chili, is there's this place in, I think Sacramento. No, it's in Texas. Oh God, why am I blanking on the name of the city? It's the Derek Robinson and what used to play for them, San Antonio.
San Antonio,
So,
yeah.
So there's this place in San Antonio, and they sell green chili chicken chowder, right?
Ooh.
And their recipe is on their website. And my buddy told me about this recipe, and it's a green chili chicken chowder, and fuck, it's good, dude. Like, I make it, and it's like we will, any leftovers, we just freeze it, because it reheats awesome. But like, oh my God, I got the recipe somewhere. I could send it to you.
Yeah, is it spicy?
Not really. Well,
okay, I was just curious.
Can eat it. The kids can eat it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got so much heavy cream in it that like it negates any like spice, but it has that like green chili flavor to it, so it's really tasty. Like it's like a New England style. Yeah, not Manhattan style. It's like a New England style clam chowder, but with chicken.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, that's what I was picturing in my head, like a thick white kind of.
You eat clam chowder
sauce?
I'm guessing
no. I don't like clams, dude. I don't like clams. I
could pound on clams all day, bro.
I know you can, bro.
Show me a clam, and I'll show you my smile. Anyways, yeah, dude. So, like, what other like football type foods do you like eating? Like, I mean,
chicken
besides
wings.
chili, I mean, wings are good. Oh man,
what's your go-to flavor for a wing?
Oh, I always like buffalo. So
I think we already talked about this. Actually, now that I remember, I said lemon pepper are my favorite.
Jackie and I have been comboing trying to execute perfect wings without frying them here, and we're getting
that's what we talked about. That's exactly what we talked about. I remember now.
Yeah, she's not fucking around, man. Like when I know, dude, I know when I see 2 trays full of chicken wings in the refrigerator, air drying, I know to prepare my grilling hat because it's about to get spicy. So, but yeah, I like the chili with the football. Any like sandwiches are always really nice.
In my head, I pictured you like in my head, I picture like at a barbecue competition, right? You're cooking your normal food, right? As you're coming, and then I picture to me, I had like you'd have a pot of chili next to you, like this is what we're making ourselves, kind of thing. I don't know. I just in my head, that's what I picture.
I never really, like when I was at barbecue competitions, like the stuff we would cook for ourselves was always like really stupid and not barbecue because you eat so much barbecue. It's not like I don't want a barbecue with a side of barbecue. I want something that is dramatically different.
Yeah,
so,
no, I get that.
I made egg McMuffins on the grill, which were incredible. Sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffins. Sorry, which were incredible on the grill, including cooking the egg on the grill.
Yeah. Do you have one of those little round metal tins that you crack the egg into that keeps it?
No, dude. I was at my buddy's house, the same buddy who does the chili, and his kid was eating Cheerios out of this little plastic Cheerio bowl, right?
Yeah.
And it was like an inch high, and it was the same circumference as a English muffin.
Yeah.
And dude, as soon as he was done eating his Cheerios, I was like, "You done with that bowl?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I cleaned it out, and then I cleaned the bowl, dried it, and put it in my backpack. And I took it home. And he stole it from my friend. And then what I would do is I would put aluminum foil and shape the aluminum foil to the inside of that cup.
Oh yeah.
And then I sprayed it with Pam.
Yep,
and then I put it on the cool side of the. I put the grill on low, but the other side of the grill I'd have on high. And then I put the lid on it. So that way the heat would kind of circulate around and it would cook on both sides. And then because you sprayed cooking oil in there, you just gotta wait till that foil's cold enough to touch and you pull it apart and the egg pops out and you just slide it onto the thing. It's just like, let's go.
So
dude,
good.
With the grilled sausage and the cheese on there.
Dude, people are gonna hate us after this episode.
You know what else? Wait, you know what else I used to make on the grill? was Pop-Tarts.
Wait, you would just toss a Pop-Tart right onto the grill and just cook it?
So I would put a piece of foil on the grill, right? Because I didn't want the fire hitting the bottom, right?
Oh, okay. But
I'd put foil on the grill and toast the Pop-Tarts like that with the lid down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It definitely elevates that experience. So.
Do your kids like Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, they'll fuck up some Pop-Tarts, dude.
Okay. Do you cook them or do you cook them or do you keep them cold?
We'll like microwave them because kids don't have standards. So
no, I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it up because my kids don't like me to cook them. They'll fucking just eat them right out of the package.
Oh no! But we also don't own a toaster, so
yeah,
I can't just toast them up.
You have a toaster oven though.
No, I don't have a toaster oven.
You don't even have a toaster oven?
The only countertop appliance that I own that is out regularly is the coffee maker. We do own an Instapot, not an Instapot fryer, but we do not own a toaster oven. I own a waffle iron, but I don't own a toaster oven.
No microwave or yes microwave?
We have a microwave, yeah.
Built in though, not on the counter.
Yeah, it came with the house. So
gotcha.
Yeah, we would have a microwave. I mean,
fancy.
Well, no, my wife is always. My wife is like, yeah, super fancy. No, but my wife is like, well, in the microwave has like a convection oven feature to it.
Oh,
but I tried it one time and I was like, set it to 400, and after like 20 minutes, it still wasn't at 400. And I was like, this is a waste of my fucking time. My wife's feeling is that since we have an oven, right, we don't need a toaster.
How do you toast?
In the oven, bro.
Wait, in the broiler? Like on the broil?
I set it to broil, and
How long does that take though? It's got to take like 15 minutes.
Way too long. It takes way too long.
No Eggos in your house, I take it.
We do have Eggos, a gigantic box of them, but we just microwave them, bro. They're disgusting, and my kids don't care.
You microwave? Oh god!
Because you know what? It takes too long to cook them in the oven.
Oh, Jesus. I'm buying you a toaster, bro, for fucking Christmas.
Dude, and my wife will throw it away, bro. Like, seriously, don't even bother. There's no... I've had it... Look, I've been married for 11 years. Do you not think that if I could have won that toaster argument by now, I'd have a fucking toaster, dude?
I just don't understand her affliction to toasters. I don't... Like, she doesn't like hot and ready food? Like,
dude, quick. She also doesn't like garbage disposals.
I don't understand.
I've never had a garbage disposal when I lived with her. At this point, I couldn't even tell you how garbage disposals work. It's been fucking like 11, 12 years with no garbage disposals.
So the house you moved into currently just didn't have one, or you took it out?
Nope. No, it doesn't have one.
I thought all houses had them. I thought all sinks just had garbage disposals. That's weird.
No, we don't have garbage disposal.
That's so weird.
Yeah. No toaster, no garbage disposal.
It's like
we don't have an air fryer.
Like the 1800s in your kitchen. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. It's amazing you guys can eat it all.
We cook amazing food, but,
I believe you. I've seen your dinners and your meals and stuff. Yeah. It's just such a strange thing to like, no toaster. We will not have a toaster in this house. It's just strange.
Dude, and like, I would love a toaster because I would reheat pizza in it, like, and I would, like, dude. I know the benefits of a toaster. I bring up the toaster thing at least twice a year to like, which every time I bring it up, it's like, it's like me criticizing how she does stuff around the house, like,
is it?
I've already told you I made this decision 15 years ago before I even met you. Like, she just doesn't like a lot of shit on the counters.
That's what I was going to say. Is it just the countertop thing? Like, it's just she doesn't want to see it? That's what it is?
Yeah.
Maybe you buy it and put it underneath. Don't tell her about it. Just pull it out when you want to use it and then put it back underneath. And then she'll never know it's there. You're the one who does all the cooking, really, anyways. That's funny.
Yeah.
So, on a non-food note, which I'm breaking off
food. We talked about food and truck nuts for 50 minutes, Ben. What do you got? Are we wrapping it up, or we got one more thing?
We're going to wrap it up. I just wanted to wish my lovely wife a happy birthday. It's tomorrow. She's turning 44 years old. My lovely wife, Debbie. Yeah. So when by chance she listens to this podcast, which will never happen, she might actually hear this. So happy birthday, babe.
Wait, first of all, happy birthday, Deb. I hope you do something very nice for her that will make her feel special, more special than you normally make her feel.
No, that's going to be difficult, my friend.
I know.
I shower this woman with praise.
Damn you, daughter. You just let Elvis into my office. Like,
she's like, I'm going to get you back, Dad.
Get him back for what? Dude, so I don't know what the shit happened, dude. But, like, does Debbie wear your shirts ever?
All the time.
Dude, so my wife loves using my shirts as, like, loungewear, and, like, sleeping in them like a short nightgown,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and I don't care. I mean, I like it, and I'm not going to share why I like it. Because I don't want anybody knowing why I'm into my wife, other than the fact that she's a beautiful, wonderful person. But dude, so like my kids, for some stupid reason, in like the last 3 weeks, decided that my shirts are going to be their nightgowns. This is why when I do laundry, or when we do laundry, and I go to put it away, 90% of the laundry is my clothes. Like, and then Bubs is wearing my shirts, and Ellie's wearing my shirts, and Jag's wearing my shirts. So like, I'm going through like four to five shirts a day, bro. Like,
are these your in rotation, normal rotation shirts that they're wearing?
No. So so since we moved from fuck Elvis, man, you brought the farts with you. God, man, he smells like death. So when I got the shirts down into my office and I had to move them from hangers to a shelf, I organized them. So I have one pile that's my daily driver favorite shirts.
Yeah.
I have other pile that maybe they don't fit the best. And
I have those.
But like I'll still wear them because I'm stupid. And then I have my pile of shop shirts, right? That anything in this pile, if it gets glue on it or whatever, it's not the end of the world, right?
Okay.
And then I've got my last pile of the shirts, which is like, if somebody threw all those shirts away, it would be okay with me. But for some reason, I hang on to shirts, and I'm like, yeah. And like those are the ones that, at least so there's this big pile of like 15 shirts, and they just pound right through it. So
yeah. How many radio station T-shirts do you still have?
None.
Wow, that's surprising, bro. That is so surprising. Everybody who works in radio has old radio T-shirts. I have so many damn promotional T-shirts in the back of my closet from the years of working at the radio station still, and I haven't thrown. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I mean, my shirts are mostly either breweries, maker shirts, or Star Wars shirts.
Yeah,
that's really what it is. I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt now with Darth Vader.
Yeah.
If
Bubs happens to, so they don't wear your maker shirts.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're not going to see Bubs wearing a Condor Rosa Creation shirt like a nightgown. So
okay,
don't worry
that's what I was wondering. I don't want. I might have a little. That might be a little weird for me. Seeing him walking around naked in my shirt.
He'll be naked too. So
I know he will.
I mean, because I know because like. His favorite move is like he'll be standing there and then he'll fall back onto the couch and roll backwards, and it's like, there's my starfish. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. Like, I did not need to see your back door, man.
Yeah, the problem is that Debbie, all my maker shirts now, Debbie wears because all you fuckers buy the cheapest shirts, and so they all shrink after like 6 months of washing them. And
I just assumed I was getting fatter. You're actually shrinking.
I like to claim that they're shrinking. Debbie will tell me otherwise, but I like to claim that they're shrinking.
It's either going one way or the other, Ben.
Yeah, I know. I'm arguing for the latter.
So wait,
they're shrinking. They're shrinking.
Out of all the maker shirts, who has the nicest shirt? Because I know out of all the maker shirts I have, I know which one's my favorite.
The one that fits me the best still from the time I've bought it until now is Andrew from ADD Woodworking, and I assume because he's a large dude that he did research to figure out which shirts aren't going to shrink and be too small. So his shirt from the day I bought it to the day I wear it today fits exactly the same.
I mean, if you're 7'5" and however much he weighs, you'd probably do the same thing. Because, like, dude, how many shirts is that? I mean, no offense, I love Andrew, but like, I know for me, dude, if like I'm skating thin ice between 2X and 3X. It depends on the day of the week, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, but like you hit that, if that shirt hits the wash, I'm totally screwed. So yeah, I gotta get one of his shirts, man. He's got a cool logo too.
No, yeah, his shirts are great.
I mean, he's large in the sense that he's like a giant.
Yeah, no, he's tall. He's 6'7", I think he is, and he's just a big dude. Trevor shrank, Ray's shrank. Texas John's still fits me decently, but it's definitely shrank a little bit. Who else's shirts do I have that? Oh, Matthew from Matthew, the wooden mustache. His shirt still fits. That one hasn't shrank. His still fits really well.
So my shirts have not.
This shirt fits still pretty nicely. The Maker collab shirt. Your shirt, other than the logo being a little off center when I bought it from Etsy, it still fits great. It still fits great. The logo's a little off center, but that might be the person who designed it. I don't know.
So am I, dude. No worries. Do you think I'm even going to think about fixing it? No,
not at all.
So the shirt that
that's the reason I haven't brought it up to you, because I was like, he's not going to take the time to fix it.
No. You know how many shirts I've sold? Like the ones you bought and the ones I bought, man.
No. Anyways, go on.
Luke and Priscilla have that account where they highlight makers. It's called And They Make.
Yep.
And it's like a podcast too. And their shirt is my favorite shirt. Dear effing Lord. Oh, God. Please don't jump, Elvis. Hold on. Thank you. Come on. Let's go. Get in here. My daughter. Dude.
Is she back?
Well, she's in the hallway naked. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to. Dude, I would. If she walked in here with no clothes on, I would jump all over my camera so fast. Dude, I'd be like, no.
No, I thought she was letting your other dog in or something.
Well, yeah, it sounded like he did a running start and headbutted my door to get in here, and then when she opened the door, he skidded away. So I'm like,
oh, okay.
I'm like, whatever, bro. So,
well, anyways, Maker t-shirts, guys, do your best to, and she's back.
Hey, she's back.
Hi, Ellie. No, she can't hear me.
No, she can't. Yes. I love you too. Go. Yeah. Go. Why don't you go watch something? Stop. I'll throw something next time she opens that door.
She's testing her boundaries, bro.
Dude, she's wearing my shirt. It like goes down to her ankles. I'm like,
speaking of shirts, makers, do yourself a favor. Do us a favor. Buy quality t-shirts.
Yeah,
you know, people are buying them from you.
Look,
they should last.
Andrew at ADD Woodworks. Ask him where he gets his shirts, and we're gonna go over there. I'm gonna look and see what kind of shirt that And They Make shirt is. It's very comfortable, fits great. You know, maybe I'll switch to that shirt and move my logo to the center.
That'd be great. Oh man, let's get out of here, dude. I got shout outs, and I stayed on theme.
What theme was that?
I stayed on the food theme, baby. I stayed on theme. It wasn't even a theme that we knew about, but I picked it ahead of time and I stayed on theme. My shout out, this week.
Did you manipulate me?
I did a little bit. My shout out this week is for the one and only Patsy from Dobbs Design Co. She's awesome. First off, if you don't know Patsy, she's just like one of the nicest people you'll meet on Instagram. She's super sweet and super nice. But the reason I'm shouting her out, other than the fact that she's awesome, is she's bringing back her show that she does on Instagram called Maker's Menu, and it's coming back. And I think she's starting it again in September or October or something like that. And it's just a really fun show. She does a live. She invites another maker to come hang out. They cook live on the show. They pick a recipe. The maker usually provides the recipe to her. And then they both cook at the same time on the live. And I've been on the show. You were on the show as well, weren't you?
Nope.
I
plan to be on it, but you
haven't been yet. Okay.
Yeah. I haven't been on it yet. So
which is my fault. It. Yeah. Well, I assume it was because Patsy's the best, so it couldn't be her fault.
No.
I was on it last year, and we did pork tenderloin that I provided the recipe for, and it was an instant pot recipe.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, it's just like the best pork tenderloin.
I heard rave reviews about something that Lee made with her, sausage roll or something.
Yeah. I think he did something like that. I know they've done Johnny Law and her did jambalaya, I think, at one point. And I know some other makers have been on there. She had a bunch of people last year do it, and so it's a fun show. It's a good watch. She does it on Sundays, I believe. And it's for an hour and a half or something like that. They just cook together, they talk, they chat, they have a good time. Anyways, check it out. The Maker's Menu. Patsy is the maker who hosts it, and her account is Dobbs Design Co. DOBBS Design Co. Check her out, man. She's awesome.
Yeah, I know Patsy, so she's good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna shout out one dude, but I decided I'd shout out the other guy. Scott's Mini Woodshop. You ever seen this account?
No.
Scott is a lathe guy, but the one thing he does, which just, it's the coolest, is he takes these little, he takes these little mini Star Wars spaceships, right? And he puts them in burl in epoxy. And
I have seen this guy.
And he makes a sphere out of it. And
yeah, you shared this guy with me before. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Damn, I regret not buying one of these things when I first saw him posting about it, because I know that he sells them so fast that the price has got to be exorbitant, which it's totally worth it, but I've still got to acquire a few more tools for my shop, so I'm watching what I spend. So
yeah, no, the thing's epic, dude. It's so smart too.
Cool dude, man. He makes a lot of cool stuff.
It's smart the way he does it too, in the burl, because it looks like freaking Tatooine or something. You know what I mean?
Totally
and you
does.
see the space, the speeder going through or whatever. It looks sick, dude. Yeah, it really looks cool.
Dude, there's a couple dudes who do epoxy, Star Wars epoxy stuff, and every time Backyard Resin does another Star Wars trench run style table, dude, I get 20 people sending me those videos, and every time I see them, I'm like, still worth rewatching. I'm like, yeah, freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
This is not bad content. So yeah. So if you haven't seen Scott's account, check it out. It's pretty cool. So it is cool. It's not pretty cool. It is cool. So,
It is cool. It is cool. Definitely check it out.
Yeah. So yeah.
Is that it? Is that all your? That's all your shout outs for the week?
That's it for now.
That's our shout outs of the week.
Our shout outs were weak. No, just kidding. All right. Let's talk about Patreons. The wonderful people who support us. Kyle Foote for the Footwork Woodworking. Matthew Gerard, the wooden mustache. I still don't know what he's making a giant mustache for, but it's fine.
It's a shop sign. It's a shop sign. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. I hope he knows how to spell mustache. Yep. Lee Oman from Regal Street. Yep. A Big Mike Holmes from Broken Lead Woodworks. David One Grit Wirt from The Rustic Joy. My mom, Lise Gelman. Dave the Thriller Miller, who's got a beard like a 6X t-shirt. Billy Estes from Simple. I think his beard got smaller too. Simple Woodco. Corey Stanley from Odyssey_Stan. He's just been murdering me every week with his rotary videos. Yep. Thank you very much for that. Eric, the unofficial lube of the podcast, Bumbleshoots. Alan from a dad to eight creates.
Yep.
Underscore in there. The Collingwood Canoe Company. Yep. And Grant from Dad Crafted, which my mom
I'm so mad I didn't win his thing. I'm so mad.
Yeah, you know who won?
Yeah,
the mustache.
Matthew, the mustache. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my mom and Eric from Eric from No Bad Tides entered that contest like 500 times, and they still lost. So
yeah.
And then last up is Ryder Arkansas Clark from Ryder's Custom Creations.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much. In like 2 or 3 weeks, whatever the last weekend of the month is, we're going to be doing another Patreon hang. And in that hang, I'm going to be talking all about how to work with sponsors and all that stuff. So if you're interested in becoming a Patreon, our Patreon Instagram chat group is freaking hilarious. It's basically just the same garbage that you hear on the podcast is just in chat form. Which I was thinking about that. I was like, man, like if it ever got past the minimum amount of that, we might have to open a Discord up. But
yeah. But what's even better about the thread is you get me and Luke, obviously, but everybody else in the thread is hilarious too. They're just fucking everybody's sharing like the funniest shit, dude. It's just so funny, man.
Any one of those dudes could have their own podcast. So
yeah, dude, seriously. Yeah. And don't forget to thank our unofficial member of Patreon.
Yeah. And a big thanks to Trevor Davies for nothing. Our boy Trev has been hitting me up this week with CNC questions, asking me about his new X-Carve and stuff like that. And I've been trying to help him out with that. And
have you really been trying to help him? Because part of me thinks there's a chance that you could be fucking with him.
I mean, you know what? I'm like I know how stressful it is, so I really am helping him without giving him too much shit, right? I didn't even make any short jokes like, is your CNC on the floor? Because that's the right height for it. It's unlike Jason Sullivan, which there's no chance in hell I will ever be anything but unhelpful to him. I love that dude, but no way, bro. He was asking me, yes, dude, I almost blocked him like last week because he messaged me. He's like, how do I do a reel? And I was like, fuck you. I don't want to help you fucking figure out how reels work. Like, Google that shit, motherfucker. Like, goddamn. Like,
hey, dude, by the way. I was going to say, it's his birthday today, bro.
Yeah. Happy fucking birthday, Jason. Oh, God. And then, and I do have one announcement. So, am I allowed to
let's hear it
on the podcast?
Yeah, fucking announce some of the shit, man.
We've been talking about woodworking, so... All right, anyways. If you're listening to this on Friday or earlier on the day on Saturday, I'm going to be at Make 48 this weekend, and I will be taking over TotalBoat's Instagram account.
Jesus, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? They're trusting you with that shit?
And they already gave me the password. I was like, oh, baby.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, bro.
Yeah. Dude, let me tell you.
Does Dre know this? Has Dre been informed?
No, nobody knows. Because I want to look. I know this podcast. I will have announced it on my feed and TotalBoat's feed before the weekend. So by the time people hear this, it won't be new news. But TotalBoat told me, they're like, this is a great idea. We've never allowed anyone to do this before. So I may be the last person ever to do a takeover.
I was going to say first and last.
Dude, I know how many followers they have, dude. If, like, by the end of the weekend, they've dropped, like, a few thousand followers, I'm going to have to some explaining to do, Lucy.
Oh, my God, bro. I cannot believe this.
Dude, they were like, be as ridiculous as you want. I'm like, have you been shadow banned before?
Wow. Does Mike know? Like, I wonder if TotalBoat Mike knows what the keys they've given.
No. He's going to find out when everyone else finds out. Who is this jackass that I'm not employing, like, on our account talking all this crazy shit?
Oh, my God, bro. Dude, I love
the people of TotalBoat, but dude, it's gonna be fun for me because it's like I'll be interested because like I have like 40-something thousand, but they have like 150,000 followers. So it's gonna be a big crowd I'm talking to, man.
Dude, that is must see Instagramming, bro. I'm gonna be glued to it. Yeah.
It's gonna be like 2 Super Bowl sized stadiums filled with people tuned into me fucking around with the TotalBoat account.
Oh my God.
I got a whole idea too about how I'm gonna do it. I was like, man, maybe I'll just post some like collabo reels too, and they're gonna approve all my collabos, and
Dude, you should get a shirt that says Total Luke on it in the same fucking logo as TotalBoat. Total Luke.
Yeah. Total Luke takeover. So
Total Luke takeover. Oh God, man.
All right. Wait. This podcast has gone on quite some time.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. Get us out of here.
Thanks, guys. Take it away, Tim. Balls. Truck nuts.
This has been a ConMan creative production. Text us anytime at 908 768 2664 or send us a message on our Instagram, thejointery podcast. You can find Ben at Conroy Creations or Luke at Luke in the Garage, everywhere that social media is sold. That's garage, not garage. Say it properly.